This is Kelly, and you're watching GoTarryn TV.
Hello everyone, happy Sunday, November the 2nd. This is Taryn, the traveling trainer for your GoTarryn TV show, and for a very special edition here, because in a few minutes I'm going to have some videos and highlights here for you of some professional wrestling training that yours truly is currently doing with one of his students, Mr. Ramon Prieto. Now, let me first start by saying this, that most of the clients that I train with, in fact, about 99% of them know that all the training that's involved when you work with Taryn, the traveling trainer, you get nutritional counseling, you get fitness and strength, core, functional, endurance, cardio, aerobic, all those training needs met when you're working in your GoTarryn program. But what a lot of you don't know is something that I wanted to talk to you about and delve right into, an aspect, a tangent line if you will, something that's an addition that I provide for you if you're ever interested. And this involves techniques for self-defense, for discipline, for cardio training, endurance, all of that included specifically in professional wrestling training, because a lot of you know I'm the only degreed exercise physiologist in the greater Atlanta area, but I'm also the only certified personal trainer who provides professional wrestling training just for you, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Now, before we get to those videos and highlight clips of wrestling with Ramon, let's first talk a little bit about my background here as far as pro wrestling goes, okay? Because a lot of you don't know that history. And in fact, it goes back to about 1996. And that's when I first got into amateur wrestling in high school. I was an all-Asian champion with Seoul, Korea in 2 years of 1996 and 1997. Seoul American High School on the wrestling team. And there you can see some of the pictures, a couple of them, of where I'm in those photos. See if you can locate me. A little trick there for you just to see if you can point me out. But anyway, again, the 1996 and 1997 SAHS All-Korean Wrestling Team champion, yours truly. And then in 1997, late 97 I should say, Chicago, I got professionally trained by Sam DeCero over in Windy City Pro Wrestling. I should give props to a couple of the other trainers. Sam DeCero was the owner and promoter, but also Mike Anthony and Steve Boz, wanted to mention those two fellows. And they professionally trained me into the professional wrestling. I would do that for the next 2 or 3 years with Windy City Wrestling. And as you know, I started out as a jobber, a guy who loses all the time and never wins. And then, from there I went to team up with Valak. We became the Warlocks. Anyway, again, did a lot of things there, had a lot of fun. And from that point on, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and I basically moved here for wrestling. I went to the WCW tryout with Bill DeMott down in Deep South Wrestling. That's where I met a really good friend, Wes Adams, very, very good friend to this day. He's a great guy, runs Power Slam Productions over in Mississippi. And then I would wrestle continuously, and I wrestle right now pretty much sporadically, maybe a couple times a year. I'm considered semi-retired, if you will. So every 6 months you could find me out, usually at Power Slam Productions, wrestling for one of their bigger shows. And anyway, getting into all of that, that is one of the things that I provide in addition to your GoTarryn personal training program. So again, a lot of you know that you can catch a lot of my wrestling clips on YouTube. They're right there. But let's talk about the training that I can provide for you. And I'm going to roll that out here in just a second with those video clips and highlights. I've been training Mr. Ramon Prieto, getting him ready for WWE developmental, and I really wanted him to get a good start on this. He's a good kid, just turned 21. He's big, as you can see here in this picture. Really great shape, got a really good look, and again, good attitude, and that's what I like. I've been teaching him the art of selling, how to provide professional wrestling etiquette when you're in a locker room, how you talk to the veterans, and then as well as we've been talking about going right into our wrestling drills, and again, that's what we're going to have right here, right now. So, without any further ado, enough of me talking. I want to show you those wrestling clips right here, right now. Here we go. So there you have it, folks. Some of the basics there. You saw we were rolling around with some headlocks, headlock takeovers, arm drags, doing some drop downs, some tackles, and whatnot. You know, all of the above. That's what we're going with. We've only had 2 lessons. I've got a full lesson plan for Ramon planned. And again, if this is something that interests you or anyone that you know, if you have a son or a nephew or somebody that you know of, a brother who's trying to get into pro wrestling or wrestling period, contact this guy because I have the fundamentals of amateur wrestling experience as well as professional. So you can get with me and do that. Many ways you can get a hold of me. One of the ways, you know, that you can go to my website, www.GoTarryn.tv, and while you're there, bookmark that as a favorite to your web browser. You can also go on my Facebook page and hit the like button. Check out my YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, go to Twitter, follow me there, and that way you can keep up with the greatest personal trainer in the greater Atlanta area, the #1 degreed exercise physiologist, and the guy who always tells you that with GoTarryn personal training and with professional wrestling training, with Tarryn the Traveling Trainer, it's your time, it's your investment, it's your life. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will see you on the next video blog, everybody. Bye-bye.